Hey boys and girls, Mike Kelly again from Animators Forum and Real Illusion Forum. I want to make this video quick because the video I made before,
Hi.
hi, Siri's talking to me, so. The video I made before, I just got back from the doctor. Wasn't feeling really well. I think I've torn my
I'm not
meniscus.
sure I understand.
Yes, just shut up. We have too many artificial intelligence things in this house and I need all the intelligence I can get because I don't have it. Anyway,
Sorry, I didn't understand that.
I wanted to show you if she'll just shut up at some point. Um, the Somebody on the forums was having a problem with an item. I'm not quite sure why he thought there was having a problem, but what happened was he got a message on his screen. Did I get rid of that message yet? I did. Let me see if I can bring this back. I don't think I'm betraying anything. He got this message on the screen. So what he ran this thing on the platform. Okay, so this is this platform item that I brought into iClone. I brought it in here and I ran my routine on it. Okay? And you'll notice that if we look on some of the things, it did bring in the metallic and roughness maps. If you go down, so there's metallic and roughness. So it brought all the maps in. So it did just fine. And that's what we would expect. It took a long time. It took 5 or 6 minutes. So even my routines to speed things up, can you imagine how slow this would have been if I didn't do that? So, but it brought in everything. The one thing it didn't do, though, if you look back over here, is that it didn't bring in this emissive. It says platform texture emissive. Now this is going to happen. Okay, guys? I promise you, this will happen because I can't possibly account for all the tens of thousands of maps and the naming conventions that all the DAZ developers use. Okay? Emissive. I don't have this. What I did have in my routine, I'll bring my routine over and show you, is that I had this version of emissive. You'll notice emissiver, and then I had 2 M's in emissive. I subsequently now added in emissive and emissives, and I'll show you why in a second. But I added these 2 in, so now it will find these 2. But because people use different names for different things, I just can't possibly account for all the spellings and things in here. Now, this will be a different version, so this is going to be version 1.1. I'm going to save this out there, and this will be available for you to download, and I'll put a link to that. But just so you understand, this is a normal thing. You are going to have maps that don't match up, and if that happens, let me know, and if I can account for them, I will. Now, sometimes I can't. I want to show you this other thing here. Sometimes these are the maps that weren't accounted for here. And so there's the word emissive there, and there's emissives there. So now I've accounted for them, and they'll be accounted for the next time I run this. You'll notice there's another map here that says advert screen, and then underscore alpha, and then underscore girl. I'll never be able to get this. There's just no way. I'm looking for endings, and this ending just doesn't work. So sometimes there's going to be maps that I can't account for. But let me know. This accounted for all the other maps that were in here. All these other maps it found and assigned properly the textures. When it can't find a map, it'll let me know, and then I'll see if I can count for it. Okay? The other thing I wanted to mention, because somebody did mention it on the other video I posted, and I think it's important to understand, I have a procedure. The basic procedure is, in DAZ, you load in your item, whether it's an environment, a prop, whatever it is. Then you go out to export it, and you're going to send it. We'll save the same prop again. I don't really care. You're going to export with right surfaces clicked here, and right material library, and original maps. Very important that that's selected because that gives us the mapping place where we can find all the other maps that belong to that texture. So these are very important to have just like that in the writing out of the OBJ. Okay, and then here's all the other settings. So that's very important. After you've done that, then you bring it into 3D Exchange, and you can apply it to iClone. That's all I ever do. Just send it right over to iClone. And then in iClone, you go to my council routine, you run my script. Okay? Load the Python and run my script. That's all you have to do. That's the procedures to do it. Now, he also, somebody on the YouTube asked about the pillow library. There's that's Python image library, assigned pillow, and it's installed in third-party libraries, and I have a tutorial out there that how to install that. if you do install it, it will correctly invert the textures for shininess for DAZ properly. Roughness maps are no problem. Roughness maps come in properly. But shininess maps in DAZ actually need to be inverted and adjusted. And my routine will do that if they're JPEG. It won't do it if they're PNG or some other image format because it uses the Pillow library. So if you guys have any problems with that, let me know. Hopefully this answers all the questions and clears up some things. I'm trying to get this out there because tomorrow I'm going to go to see the Avengers movie, so I'm not going to be around. Saturday is a lost cause. I may be around somewhat in and out on Saturday and Sunday. So keep letting me know, because the more you tell me, the better this gets. So if we miss textures and we can put them in next time, then that'll be even better for the next person. Okay? So we'll see you around on the forums.